All right. Looks like we are live. Oh, hold on. Go. I'm playing fetch with a cat. All right. It's a sad day. It's a very, very sad day. I'm going live from... Okay, looks like we're live. Okay. I'm going live from this account because as many of you may see, if you go to Matters Now, the channel is no more. Have you ever seen a cat that plays fetch? Like, okay, he's bringing the toy back. I mean, I'm sorry. He's yes, I will explain everything and let everyone know what the hell is going on. If you bear with me, the cat is being... Cat, I'm busy. All right, so the channel is no more. I have to mince my words because YouTube is petty about this stuff. But you may all be wondering what happened. No, it's not a glitch, Joe Heron and Huhaman. I saw you sent a message. Yes, it's cray and it's going to get crazier even. Okay? As you all know, Ozen has been absent for the channel for about 8 months. And as far as we knew, he was working outside of the US with limited connectivity. Seemed odd, but at the time we had no reason to doubt it, right? So, come to find out, less than a month ago, come to find out that he wasn't working outside of the US. He was basically in jail. And what he told us, well, he told me, was that he went to prison because of what do you call it? He called it an entrapment scheme. Yes? Sounded weird. But I know these things happen in the US, and according to what he told me initially was that he got caught soliciting lady of the night, let's call it that. And it went like, say, well, okay. His story to me was that he was trying to hook up with a sugar baby, which, creepy as fuck, weird, not my thing. And I I could have overlooked that, even though it's creepy as fuck. It wouldn't have been the end of the world. Now he's got his phone back because he's out of prison. He's on a halfway house, and he has access to his phone. That's why he's been online, and that, and he's been interacting with us, creating shorts and that kind of stuff. But 2 days ago, on the 30th, he shared his Canva account with me, and I could find his and I got to know his last name. Of course, me being myself and wanting to know the truth, I had already tried to look up what happened. And of course, because I didn't know his last name, I wasn't able to find what happened. So when he shared his Canva account with me, I got his last name, and that took me down the road of wanting to know what the hell happened. So I Googled the name, and what do you know? First results let me know exactly what happened. So I will read it to you guys, and I will share it. Please know that because of YouTube guidelines and the nature of what's happening, I will have to sanitize some of the things. So give me just a second. I will get the link, and I will share the link to you guys, and I will also read it for you. So the link is there. And let me create a screenshot, and I'll blur out the name just so that YouTube doesn't take it out on me. Okay, 1 second. Damn you. Okay. All right. I'm not set up to share my freaking screen. But okay, you can read there on that. That is basically the court reporting. And it reads as follows. Name, last name, etc. I'm not going to say it so I don't get accused of doxing. His age, where he lives. Pleaded guilty to a lesser offense of 4th-degree felony attempted compelling prostitution and 4th-degree felony attempting unlawful sexual conduct with minor, with sentencing set for September the 6th. And let me remind you that this happened in November 2023. So he's been lying to us the whole time. The whole time. Charges of possessing criminal tools and engaging in prostitution will be dismissed. Name. Let me blur it out, and I'll leave this and the link on a community post. Was accused of responding to an undercover ad on a known prostitution website and arranging for sexual conduct and activity with a let's say 35 minus 20 in exchange for $280, arriving in a location in Ohio on November the 6th, 2023. This wasn't the end of it. I went digging even further. I found the court records, the actual court records, and the bond was set for $20,000, and the only bond condition was absolutely no contact with underage people. Yes? This is what I see from my side. So I have a talk with Dr. J and Isa, and we are more or less the three in agreement that we couldn't continue forward with the way things were. So I sent a letter and I gave two options: transfer the channel over to me and we'll go our separate ways, or keep the channel but delete everything that has our faces on it. We can't be associated with you any further. And when I sent the letter, I got basically a sob story of how they got it wrong, that he wasn't interested in sex. And if you have seen at all any type of pred catching on YouTube, it sounded exactly like that. That wasn't my intention, just wanted to hang out, I wanted to help them. The same sub story that if you have even seen one of those videos, it sounds all too familiar. And I'm sorry, but I could have overlooked even if it would have been that he punched an old lady in the face. I could have overlooked that. But I think this is the one thing that after all we've done about talking about morality and talking about ethics and trying to defend that in a world with atheism, you can be a moral person and you can be as moral as any religious person. This sets us back a lot. And of course, even if his version of the story is true, the appearance of impropriety in this specific regard is enough for me to not want to be associated with him further. So in our talk just now, apparently we offered to buy the channel from him, but because I didn't buy his sob story, because I didn't buy into his, dare I say, fantasy of how things went around, he decided to nuke the channel. He's withholding all the money that was made since like all the money we've made this month. He's keeping that. So far, I have only received like $350. And I mean, I don't care about the money. It's just an aggravating circumstance that I have put so much work onto matters now. For a year, I got left out of the blue. I got left alone to take care of the channel. And I stood up. I stepped up to the challenge and kept it going and grew the channel. And his words were, "You didn't grow the channel, you just kept it going." And because I didn't buy into his fantasy, he decided to nuke it. When he first said that he would be transferring it over to me. So he he decided that because of his mistake, I should be punished, and my last years of work, of really hard work, because let me remind you, I work 8 hours a day sitting on this chair, and I took about uh, like 2 hours of work between 6 Eastern that I finish work and usually start streaming around 8. And yeah. Joe Heron says, you were the face on the channel, you kept the channel and spread it further than it was. Yeah, and I made appearances in other channels, and I did interviews with people from other channels, and I was doing the work. My only limitation was that apparently creating shorts is a big motor for growing a YouTube channel, but I just don't have the ability of editing video. But if I had access to the channel finances, I would have paid someone to make shorts for me. Icy Spin asks, is that including your 24-hour stream revenue? Well, yeah, so far I've received $400, one payment of $350 and another payment of $50. But now, for example, I have like the bribe that John gave me for that stream where he asked me to keep going. He has that, and I will probably not receive that. And it's not John's fault at all. Honestly, I don't care about the money. I don't care. I do this because I love this, and I'll start over and we'll get right back to what we were doing. I will probably start, Huhaman says, what's the new community channel then? I will probably start one from scratch, and I think I'm going to call it Mate Talks, just to, preserve my identity. I will need all of your help to get back to a point where we can do that. As far as I know, StreamYard costs $100 per month. I think I found an option, it's Streamlabs, which costs $25 per month, and I will have to absorb that. But yeah, we'll keep going. Isa, Dr. J, and I, we're friends outside of this. We are on the same on the same page. And sorry, I'm a bit emotional. Uncle Charlie says, call it Matter Snow. No, I think I'll call it Mate Talks, because it kind of reflects that I'm pretty much, every time I'm streaming, I have my mate, and it kind of shows my identity. And I think it's a nice thing, because most of the time, I stream with my mate on, because I'm drinking mate most of the time, so. And I'm getting some messages from you. I know that you guys will help out, because I didn't do anything wrong. And if there's one thing that I try to be, is absolutely transparent and honest. And I don't have a problem with letting you know. Like, I've told you one of the worst things I did, which is like hook up with my neighbor's wife. So yeah, that's kind of the situation. Oh, that's a great question. Huhaman, what's the best way to contribute? For now, until we can get the new channel up and running and monetized, I think, yes, I do have a Patreon where you can help, or if you feel like it, to chip in, you can always, I do have PayPal that I can share with you. But yes, and this is so hard, and I wish I could get some way to get you guys in to talk. Peter says we always loved you, Isa and Dr. J, the best anyway. Thank you so much. I love you too, guys. Like I really have grown to love a lot of you. So that's the situation. Yeah. 1 year of work down the drain over something I didn't do because he didn't get his way like a petulant child. Nuked 1 year of work, which I did, and you don't know this, but we had never talked about money, because when he started all of the sub story that he wasn't getting much money from this his disability and veteran. So I told him like, hey, I believe in the project. I can do it for free until we start making more money, and then we can talk about a percentage, and you know, we can talk about a percentage, and we can settle the financial matters. We can settle the financial matters later. I believe in what we're doing. I loved it. I found that it's a passion of me hosting, and I get to, you know, be my wacky self, and people jive with that. So out of the blue, he said, I'm going away for 8 months. And I continued with no aim in sight of, like, he went radio silent because of course he was in jail. And I kept it going, not for the money. I kept it going because I loved it, because I love getting your guys' messages, because I love the interaction. I love talking about the stuff that we talk about. I love getting to debate, and this was truly a passion that that developed out of the blue, right? And I didn't expect it. I was just a panelist joining the shows on my free time. Then Ryan, first Ryan had a fight with him. Ryan went out. Then Justin had a fight with him. Justin went out. Then Earl had a fight with him. Earl went out. And we agreed, like, hey, let's not insult each other. Let's keep it pushing forward. Let's continue to grow the channel. And let's keep it going. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's continue. I love this. I love hosting. And even when he still was on, the biggest content that we had was the after shows. And I will continue to do that because that became my thing. Because they're late and he usually goes to bed early and that kind of stuff. So even back when he was on, it was mostly me. And today he had the goal of saying, you didn't grow the channel. Fuck that. I grew the channel. I went to other channels. We co-stream with friends, with Toon and FTFE, and I got Justin from the Construction Zone for interviews. I built up a relationship with Jaren, and I did my work. I did all that was within my grasp. I didn't create shorts because I can't edit video. Which is a weird thing because in essence it's pretty much the same thing as editing music. I understand the functioning of the software, right? But I find it extremely boring. It's not on me. I prefer editing music than editing video. Yes, Earl had a drama. There was a drama about purchasing subscriptions, but as far as I know, it wasn't purchasing subscriptions, it was just using one of the promotional tools that YouTube has for getting more subscriptions. It's basically like purchasing ads. Valentin asks, sorry to hear, can we do something? I will start a new one. This is just like my personal one, but I will start a new one, I think, called, yes, I mean, no, not I think, it's a fact. I will start a new channel called, I think Mate Talks. If it's available, that's the idea that I have, or something else, but subscribe to this so that we get updates, but I don't plan on stopping. I'm not going to stop, and it will require a little hand from everyone as much as you can, but we'll get right back on what we were, right? Yeah, exactly, CK. Ozen came a few days ago saying something about liking and getting more followers. It seemed like a dick move considering you have grown the channel. Correct. And it got to the point that he was trying to schedule content. Like, motherfucker, I will stream whatever I want. That's the way it has been. That's the way it's always been. And if you want to do content, you do you. I do whatever the hell I want. ADE asks, I'm arriving here. Did anyone actually believe the I'll be out of the country and I'll have limited access BS? I did. I had no reason to doubt. It seemed iffy. It seemed weird. It seemed strange. Like, where the hell in the world can you go to that you have no internet? It seemed odd. But as far as I knew, I didn't have a reason to doubt what he was telling me. So it kind of angers me in the way that I sometimes bash on Isa a little bit. You're too good. And I felt like it happened to me. I was too good. I just took it at face value. It seemed odd, but I mean, I just kept going. So, yeah, that's kind of the situation. And I'm fornicated. I'm here for you, buddy. Anything you need, I got you. Your family. Thank you so much. That means a lot, because I have to start from scratch again. And I don't think it will take long, but I have to absorb the brunt of starting a channel from scratch. And over time, we had things pretty nailed down. But this is not going to keep me down. I'm just super pissed. I feel betrayed, and it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to face. Like, I can't complain. My life has been pretty good. I can't complain at all. But this is, and I have nieces. I have a teenage niece. She's turning 15 this year. And and I have an infant nephew. I have the others are like kids. ADE, I didn't read the details. I just shared the link to a public newsfeed. And when I read it here, I redacted all of the information. So I think I'm good. I've seen a bunch of the Catch These People videos. Yeah, the Discord server got nuked also. He tried to transfer it over to me, and I was like, dude, I don't care about the Discord. I can start a new Discord. What I care about is the channel. The channel is my last years of work. The channel is what I put on the most of my time, that I've had to sometimes decide whether to go on a date or do an after show. And I've always chosen the channel because I believe in it. I really believe in it, believed in what we were doing. And yeah, uh, I wish I could get you guys on right now, but I don't have any way of doing it. I kind of fortunately know how to work OBS a little bit, and I said, okay, I need to get this off my chest right now. And then one of the biggest things was the duty that we have to you guys. The duty that we have to be honest and to be forthcoming. And I felt like from the moment that I found out, I felt like I was lying to you. But he told me the situation in confidence, so I also felt like I couldn't breach that confidence. I felt that at some point he was going to come forward with what happened. But when I found out the nature of what happened, I couldn't keep silent. Let me see. Okay, you won't see me for a second, but I'll have to. Okay, yeah, there. Okay, this is redacted, but you'll find that in. Let me get the link to the article. Joe Heron says, if he would have transferred the channel, he would have kept this a lot quieter. Now this information will likely be talked about on multiple channels and he'll likely be blacklisted. Yes, this is war. I will yell it from the rooftops, and I will make sure that in the orbit that we are, no one ever considers working with him ever again. And he tried to play the victim card, like, I guess I'll have to go back to being a hermit. Yes, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't believe your sob story. This is exactly what everyone I've seen doing this says. It wasn't my intention, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. Yes, you took every bad choice you could have taken, every single step of the way, and you chose to make an enemy out of me. And we could have been honest from the beginning. And I will not give up my principles for this. You wouldn't be caught dead. And I think that you can't entrap an honest person. You cannot entrap an honest person. If things were the way that you claim they were, the second that 35 minus 20 got mentioned, you should have walked away. Guy says, I always assumed that Max was co-owner of the channel. Well, no, I kind of just became the face because I did it. Because it just happened. But during all the time, I was like, he kind of told me like, hey, I'm having a hard time with finances, and then it didn't make sense because like he was telling me I'm having a hard time with finances, and then he bought a computer, bought this, bought that, like it didn't make sense. But I kept going, like, because money is not important to me. I work, I'm gainfully employed, I don't live in luxury, but I I I don't have needs. I have food, I have heat, I have my computer, I have the internet, and I just believed in the project. And come to find out, all of this. Give me 1 second. Someone is asking me. Let me tell you that in this shitty situation, it's being a little less heavy because of all the message that I'm getting from you guys. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for everything during that whole year. I can't thank you enough for your messages right now, and we'll keep going forward. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. The channel name will change, and we'll eventually get to where we were. Because I think I found, people jive with, I'm wacky, I'm I'm a little bit insane, but not to the point that it becomes off-putting. I'm just wild, and I yell a lot, and I'm, like Jim Bob would say, I'm flamboyant in my personality, and I think that that's good, and it feels good to be validated like that me just being myself on stream is attractive to you guys. And sometimes we get, deep conversations. Love the hashtag, keep it going. But yeah, we'll start again. Oh, Peter says, if you call it Mate Talks, people will think it's a dating show. Huh. Hadn't thought of that. Yes, let's go. So within the next days, there might be a little hiatus until I get all of the things set up. One of my favorite things, I remember how you deal with NZs. NZs, what's that? Nonsense. Nonsense? Is that it? But yeah, just wanted to do like a quick update. I'll start working right now. I might have to, and this is another like Sherba Talks. Okay. Maybe I wanted it to be 2 words because that's a lot easier, but Sherba Mate Talks, that might be. Mate is also the name of a Linux desktop. Okay. Just call it FU, Ozen. Oh my. I lost my train of thought, but I guess we'll come up. We'll try. Shifty says, you still got all the content you produced? No, it got freaking nuked from like right under me. Right under me. It got... Yeah, rather than, and we offered him money. We offered to literally buy the channel off of him. We offered $1,000, and Dr. J and Isa would have volunteered the money, would have loaned me the money, right? They would have loaned me the money because Dr. J told me, to me, your friendship means more than money. And Dr. J and Isa will continue to be a part of it. We'll still be the same core team. Nothing is going to change. Personally, I like Yerba Talks. If I Google Sherba, I only see results for Sherba Mate. Okay. I'll consider that, yeah. But yeah, Dr. J and Isa are on board. So we just have to, get set up and start grinding again. And we'll still do the same thing, us reviewing videos, the after shows, open panels, etc. So yeah, Globy McGlowface, hit me up. I'll cross promote your new gig. It's all good. New channel isn't the worst thing to have to do. I know, but it's a little bit annoying that I lost years of work. That I had a portfolio of things that I had done, interviews, and we lost a lot of important things. Like, for example, the pre-TFE interview with Jaren, the post-TFE interview with Jaren. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad on that, but happy to see that I still have your support. Icy Spin says, make sure dumb Americans will click whatever you name it. Yes. Maxsters now. Now, I kind of want to go down a little bit different route. I want to turn the page. So yeah, that is it. I don't think I can ramble anymore. Thank you all for dropping by. If you can share this to anyone who you know might be wondering what the hell happened, they can always find me on Discord. They can email me. For now, if you feel like chipping in and start putting me ahead, because I have to start all out of pocket, you can PayPal any kind of I don't know, change that you have sparing there. But this is not over. We'll keep going. We'll build it right back up and bigger and better. And I can't thank you enough. I love you all. And I'll put a note on my on the description when I'm done. If you want to chip in, that's my PayPal. For now, that's the only way that I have. But yeah, that is it. Coco says, I met you recently in Omni's server. He will have you there again for a stream too. Yeah, I know. So yeah, just it's about starting. Get our head down, push, and build it right back up again. I can't thank you enough, guys. I love you, the Zoo crew, CK, Katie, Peter, Shifty, Globy, Coco, Geeky, every one of you. I can't thank you enough. And the only reason that I'm not crying right now is because I know that you're there for me, and we'll just build it right back up. So thank you. I love you. And I hope to be back up and running as soon as possible. I'll catch you on the next one. From me and from Kat, we'll be right back up. Just ASAP. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the weekend. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Love you.